I've used some of the biggest web hosts in the world to host my sites, and now I use Green Geeks. Green Geeks is running a special until January 10th. And if you sign up using the link in the show notes, you can get web hosting for as little as $2.49 a month. Support is terrific. They have all the services you'd come to expect from any web host, plus a couple of others that I think are terrific. So again, use the link in the show notes, and now let's get going. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome to No BS Job Search Advice Radio, the #1 podcast and Apple podcast for job search. No show is close to this one in terms of numbers of episodes. I'm not sure if this is true anymore. I think it still is. I have the #2 show, and I stopped doing that show more than a year ago, almost 2 at this point, and that one has over 800 episodes. So the fact that we're over 2,000 is stunning to me, and I know I've helped a lot of you. Now, this is the last show of the week. For those of you who are used to this being a 7-day-a-week show, it's now 5 days a week of good advice for you. And today's is a quirky title, Yoga for Job Hunting. And frankly, you'll understand why I'm referring to it as yoga for job hunting in just a moment. Hope you find this helpful. Hope you give it a great review wherever you listen to the show. And you know, it's our first week back from after New Year's, so let's just get going, okay? I called the video Yoga for Job Hunters because it's really about stretching yourself. If you stay in your comfort zone, talking to the same people over and over again, applying to the same jobs you're finding online over and over again, you're going to wind up in a confined area. Instead, you want to be thinking like yoga, which is about the stretch and doing slightly more all the time in order to grow your muscle, become more limber, feel better. Too often, we as adults, and I include you millennials in this, start to think in terms of rules that you've been taught and systems that you've been taught to believe in that frankly are just self-limiting beliefs that others are imposing upon you. As a guest of mine on Job Search Radio said, his name is Chance Tureau, Taureau, we are the product of all of our habits. And if our habit is to second guess ourselves and to work in small confined areas, we are going to be constantly having doubt and second guessing ourselves. What you want to be doing is constantly going to the stretch. No, I'm not going to stretch out for you here now. I did that earlier today. I'll just say that what's important is to stretch a little bit, to get to that place where you're just going a little bit more every day, and then you discover that you can do more. I remember going to a yoga class some years ago, and the teacher said, okay, stretch all the way possible. And that was great. And then they said, okay, stretch a little bit further. And we had just stretched all the way possible, and lo and behold, we were able to go further. Well, it's the same way with job hunting. It's the same way with networking. When all is said and done, your self-limiting beliefs are what is probably holding you back from reaching out and connecting with that person that you really admire or can really help you. It's time to change the behavior and stretch just a little bit more every single day in order to get what you want. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few more ways to get information and advice from me. First of all, visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. Go to the blog. There's a lot there to help you. In addition, if you need interview advice, I've created a course called the Ultimate Job Interview Framework, available as a video on udemy.com. That's udemy.com, or available as a paperback or for Kindle on Amazon, and will help you stand out in a great way on your interviews. Also, if you're interested in my coaching you, there's a button on the site that says schedule. Schedule time for a free discovery call or schedule yourself yourself in for coaching, I will love to help you. I'm able to help with regard to interview preparation, leadership coaching, salary negotiation advice, making a good decision between different offers, anything related to improving yourself in the workplace. If you have questions for me, you can schedule 15 minutes with me at thebiggamehunter.us/live, or an even less expensive way is at thebiggamehunter.us/video answers, where you can leave a message for me and I'll respond with a 3 to 5 minute video. Please financially support the podcast by clicking the button below and pledging whatever you'd like. I really appreciate it. Finally, watch me on TV. Download the Job Search TV app for fireTV, firestick, or Roku, or bingenetworks.tv for Apple TV and 90-plus smart TV platforms. I'll be back tomorrow with more. In the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Be great!